I'm just here. Nora's a dance instructor, following her moves. But
hi guys, it's the Migas.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to episode numero 2, aka 2, aka
Juge, aka de.
Unda. Yeah, I was like, it's not toi.
Due.
Unda. Due.
I think in Japanese it's ni.
Yeah, each, ni. Yeah.
San, chi, go.
Oh, yeah.
When I was in karate, I knew that part.
That's the only reason I know it from Caleb's karate classes. But you guys, we're back. I know we wrapped up episode 1 not too long ago. If you're ready.
If you know, you know.
If you listen to it, go. If you listen to it, go listen to it again. I can't go. I'm still stuck on the number.
If you listen to it, please make sure that you liked, subscribed, shared, comment.
All that jazz.
All
and
that
go
jazz.
Go rewatch it. And then come back and watch this one, because this will be a continuance of episode 1, because we had a lot of stuff going on during the break. So we're going to continue chatting about that. And we're also going to let you guys know the name of this season. We've never named the season before.
Never named the season
we are
before.
Officially baptizing ourselves with a name for the season. And I think you guys will like it.
Yes.
But how you been, girl?
Good. How have you been?
Good. Enjoying the summer.
Yes.
It's been a busy one, but what's new?
Right. I mean, you're busy all the time. So.
I know.
Summer, winter, spring, fall, hurricane season.
I'm still out there on the boat, on the raft.
Like, guys, don't worry,
flooding,
my car will get through.
Yeah, but the flooding that New Jersey experienced, I really hope that all of our listeners are fine or well from that. That flash flood, and I always say the flash flooding in New Jersey
is wild.
Is always wild, but that was intense, especially if you are by Route 22. And I know Route 3, some parts. I know like Hudson County was affected. And I believe that's Union County, right? Route 22.
I think so.
I believe so. So our hearts go out to you if you got affected by that. And again, if you're a homeowner, obviously, I think renters, you would know about that. But homeowners, obviously, make sure you have those insurances. Sometimes you cannot close on your property.
Unless you have it, yeah.
That insurance. And make sure you renew it every year and double check it, especially. I feel like flood insurance is not mandatory, but
it depends on if you're in the
but
FEMA
sometimes
zone
just
or
get it. It's really not that expensive to add it on, just for, again, that peace of mind. Because especially I feel like, again, here in New Jersey, the plains of the water plains are constantly shifting. And again, if you live in another state, just look at the plains and the layout geographically of your area. And I'd rather all of us just be prepared for it all. I'm clearly, going back into my more
doomsday mode.
morbidity. But again, I'd rather be prepared. And for renters, what can they do?
If they could get renter's insurance, but if I'm not mistaken, if it's like a commercial, it all depends on where if you're in a flood zone or not. That's the thing.
What's covered?
But you should get renter's insurance regardless. It's a couple of dollars every single month. So just in case, and then just check your policy. Does it include fire? Does it include loss of property? Like if you get robbed, all those things.
Those things.
There's a lot of things underneath, but I'm not really 100% sure regarding flood. I don't know.
But it's something an idea that we're just throwing out for you to go research. And
we're releasing it. If you want to catch it.
Right.
Catch it.
But getting into the episode, or getting back to what's been going on, one of the things that I wanted to share was art therapy.
Yes.
And it has definitely, again, been I'm trying to find the words, but healing.
Rejuvenating.
Rejuvenating. not even realizing, again, especially through an actual art therapy session. So what art therapy is, it's literally a combination of actual therapy session, but with art involved. And they give you prompts. So for one example that I'll share was, okay, like trace your hand on the paper. And some of these therapies either happen in person or virtually. I definitely recommend researching and even asking if you are in therapy now, if that's a service that your therapist or therapy group may provide. It's, again, fueling or making that inner child happy. I feel like we're always children no matter what. Again, in physical form, we're children for such a short span of our lives, but we should never disregard that season or the joys of that season. So that's what art therapy has done for me. And it's truly a release. That was the word.
Love that.
That was the word. It was such a powerful release. It may seem like such, again, a minor or, again, childish thing, but trust me, it is not. Try it. Or no, there's some people like maybe like, oh yeah, that's all foo-foo, fa-fa, whatever. It works. It works. And even though mine had to get canceled because of just politics stuff and the hours that I was running, I'm glad that group still meets once a month on random Sundays. So I told myself, I was like, when I'm able to join, I'll join it. And it's virtual, so that's what makes it a lot more convenient. But I would, again, love to go in person. And we spoke about this in the first episode, how much different it is to be in person, in community, actually, body language, energy, all of that jazz. So art therapy is a must. Whether you've been through some deep shit or you haven't, just do it or share it with someone that is going through something. And you don't even need to actually, you can facilitate it for yourself. You literally sometimes just need a pen and paper, even if you're just sitting there doodling. And that was one thing that a lot of the women shared in the group was that, because the instructor asked, like, when's the last time we made art? And a lot of them were like, oh, I just do it on the work. Well, again, little things that we don't think are art are. You're probably creating art every day and you don't even know. So, and we are here. This is our form
of art,
our media of art. And I love it. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I am happy that, again, pretty much that dormant child in me has now awoken. She is awake, live and happy, running around in my brain. And I am here to, again, pour all that stuff on the paper. But again, you can literally look up art therapy prompts, and that will give you an idea. Again, when I know I started talking about the hand stuff, but I'll share that another time. But back to my notes, because again, I want to make sure that we share what we wanted to share.
Yeah.
Another thing we've been both on is our fitness journey, our wellness journey, and what a journey it has been. And so much. I mean, me personally, I have learned so much about my body, and especially as a woman with hormones. Hormones, hello hormones. And hello, me recently learning about perimenopause and menopause and all the things. And I'm like, oh, I just thought you went from your period to menopause.
No.
There's a phase in between. And then I feel like a lot of us, especially when you're mothering or you're in those deep trenches of motherhood while your body's going through all that stuff, we don't have time to sit there and pause and say, oh, I'm a little crankier or nastier or bitchier, whatever today because of X, Y, Z, or triggered a lot easier. And sometimes, again, we'll like, oh, it's the kids or whatever. And I'm like, we're not even taking the time to learn about our bodies. And this is what I've been doing, the deep work these past few months on that. And obviously, still a long way to go. But I'm like, wow, I am so happy that I'm learning about this stuff now, that I'm creating that awareness within myself now. Because as I go to perimenopause, menopause, I'm like, oh, it's that. Oh, I need to just eat more protein today, or I need to go lift some weights to balance all this out. And all the cortisol conversation That should be a whole episode in itself. Cortisol conversations. Because of that, like us women waking up and instantly wanting coffee and how, because I didn't even realize when we wake up as women, I can't speak on men. That, again, that could be another episode. But us women, when we wake up, that our cortisol levels apparently are like at the highest. And then imagine just like adding coffee to it or waking up to a stress thing, then we're just in this stress state for who knows how many hours until our body can naturally sit there and regulate. And that's the beauty of all of this. We can naturally do all these things. Of course, I am all for medication and science when it's absolutely necessary, but we can naturally heal ourselves. I 100% believe it. It's work. It's hard. It sucks. It's boring. It's super boring. Boring.
And it's not
linear.
And it's not like a fast fix.
No, it is not. And it takes months. And then again, even simply with your period, you'll notice once you clean up your diet, do the boring stuff, the working out, the walking, just pay attention to how that period feels the next time. Because even for myself, and I was on birth control for 3+ years and I didn't get a period. So then all of a sudden the period is like, hey, knock, knock, she's back.
I'm
and
back.
So that even took me a while to regulate that. And then again, throw in the breast cancer in there, throw in the breast surgeries. All of that completely threw off my hormones. And I was like, all right, when does the first period come after you get off of the birth control that I was on, which was the Depo-Provera. I'm probably saying that. I just call it the Depo shot or the anti-sperm shot. That's what I literally called it. And that was my vaccination for that. And it was like, anywhere between 6 and 9 months. But then when I was informed, when you go through any type of like breast surgery, or even if you do like uterine surgeries or anything like that, your hormones are going to be, again, thrown off. So you kind of add like another month to it for regulation. And sure enough, right on the clock. And I wasn't even being that mindful of my eating during that time. Yes, in the recovery, I was mostly focusing more on eating protein, but I wasn't paying attention to the fiber or really. And then I had just re-entered my fitness journey. And again, like you said, it is not a fast fix. And again, I'm reaping the benefits of it now, but my period was completely out of whack because, again, my body needed the time to sit there and regulate and for me to fuel it with the right things. And that, again, protein. And like I said, it's very, very boring. And sometimes it's the same meals, but now it's just like I eat with the intention of fueling my body, not because it looked like social media told me or it looked so good on Instagram or so yummy. I'm like, no, this is to fuel my body. This is going to fuel my brain today. This is going to fuel my gut. This is going to create diversity in my gut biome. And I'm like, wow, I am a grown-up. I'm officially a grown-up now. Even hearing me talk right now, I'm like, who am I? And it's just like, this is exactly who I'm supposed to be right now in this season. And I know I'm going to look back in my 50s. I'm currently 37 right now. In my 50s, and I'm literally going to say, thank you, 37-year-old Cindy, for doing all these things, because now we know about our body. We know what our body needs. And that's what it is, true, trial and error. Because a lot of us too have all this underlying inflammation that we don't even know what we're doing. And then it's, again, triggering all these other things. And we're going to the doctor to fix that. Again, the end result of who knows, probably years of inflammation. And then again, we're getting medication from that stuff that who knows, again, the side effects of that. And then it's just, we're completely just out of whack without never addressing the original problem. Yeah. So I am here for that, for myself, and obviously to share it with everyone that I love and care about. Clearly you guys, to share this journey, because it's been a beautiful ride. Like I said, has not been easy whatsoever, because there's still the temptations, there's still the cravings, but it's just like, no, I was like, I am not that piece of cake. I am not that piece of cake. I have control. I have control over my body. I was like, my mind is in control. My spirit is in control of my flesh.
Amen. Pastor Cindy.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Holy Spirit. I swear, no. And it's just, and I feel like that's, again, eating cleaner, again, it has not been 100% whatsoever, and it will never be 100%. I still have my treats. I still indulge, but I am more mindful. I was eating so many freaking calories. So many calories before, and I did not understand why I was not seeing a change in my body. So I've been going to the gym consistently since October. And I remember January, I was like, why do I still feel this way? Why do I still look this way? And it was because, again, I thought it was the exception to the rule. I'm like, oh, it's 50-50. It's 50% what you eat, 50% of what you put in the gym. So I was like, I'm just going to work out harder and still continue eating like shit, like crap. And there goes the cursing. Again, something I'm working on.
It wasn't me this time, guys.
Again, it's a work in progress.
She scolded me, but let me just...
Scold me right back, okay?
No.
So...
Do you, boo?
So I think it was like around maybe roughly like April, May-ish. And I was like, all right, hey, let me try this. Let me try the eating part. And then I was just like, wow, yeah, it's 80-20. It's 80-20. I mean, right now it's still been like 70-30, maybe 60-40 sometimes. But again, I am improving. So I am sharing my my downfalls throughout this journey to let you know that we are all human. We're human beings. We go through the same emotions. We go through the same similar battles. And it's just like, putting your foot down and saying, no, I'm stronger than this.
Yep.
I'm stronger than this. I'm better than this. And I'm not doing this, again, temporarily. This is for the long run, the long term.
And for you.
Yes. And for me, and then again, me, and then it's just going to just pour onto others. Mm-hmm. Like the light shines for all of us. If the light is shining within me, I'm going to share that light. I don't care how annoying it may be or how bright it is. Put on some shades.
I was going to say, put on some shades.
Put on some SPF. Throw a towel over your head. You're going to be just fine because...
Get an umbrella.
Yeah, get an umbrella. But how has your journey been and what have you learned so far about your body?
So I have never had an issue being top heavy. I mean, if you guys know me in real life, I just have very wide hips and a big old ass.
Booty. Booty.
She could say the S word, but if I say...
I said sugar, honey.
If I say the ASS word, she's like... Anyways. So I'm a snacker. That's my problem. I don't eat. I snack. And when I snack, I'm gluttonous as hell. And I'm just like... Ooh, why get the small bag of chips that cost the same as the big bag of chips? And I'll just demolish that in one sitting because I don't want it to go to waste, you know?
Same.
So I'm a big snacker. And it's like, I love crunchiness. Like I love, like, I could literally live off of chips and, well, used to. But then I'm like, okay, I saw after the retreat we did, the book retreat, and I saw videos.
That's like the real...
I was walking. I was like, what am I carrying behind there? What dumpster truck is that?
That's her luggage. She was packing.
Like, yo, it has its own zip code. What is happening? And then when we did the pictures with Santa and that cute book stuff, and I wanted to take some pictures, I'm like this, and I'm like, why is my face bigger than my entire hand?
Well, I mean, you have
like
small
this.
hands.
No, but like this. Like it was like... And I just felt extremely uncomfortable. And I had to make a change. So I pretty much stopped eating a lot. Guys, didn't starve myself. Calm down. Just proportions. So I don't eat on big plates anymore. I have a small bowl. And the more color, the better for me, to be honest. And the more protein, the better for me. So that's just how my body works. I've always been small up here, but here was not getting the memo that I'm just a tiny little person. So doing that, drinking water, refraining a lot more from alcohol. My bottle of Apothic a night has stopped. It's like, every weekend I'll have a little glass here and there, but
moderation.
But also trying to find good quality wine. Because Apothic is what, $10, $11? And it's like, I could finish the whole bottle, but all the sulfates, all that stuff. When I can savor another, I could just do one glass.
Get that Camus.
But I'm saying, girl, that's Jess's favorite wine. And I'm like, girl, it's $75.
That's COVID.
I was like, it's $75. She was like, I'm a bougie bitch. And I'm like, and I haven't even.
But there's other really good wines from like Napa Valley that aren't up there. I think even Decoy. I think with the duck.
I had that too.
Yeah.
I had that on Saturday because they came over. Jesse and Elba came over, and I was like, "This is actually really good."
Yeah.
And I had. And
so that's like I think it's in the same family. It may be Decoy, maybe another brand. Kelvin is the wine connoisseur. He's a sommelier over here. I think but again, they're all, and I feel like anything from Napa Valley, is just, to be honest.
Yeah,
and
that's
even
like
don't sleep too on the Portuguese wines.
Well, my in-laws are now in Portugal, so. But yeah, so just eating better. Also, I went and got my my blood work done. And I'm deficient in a few things, but like the main things that are good for my body, I'm good. But vitamin D and B12. B12, it's like I'm an old person. Like it's just how my body just does not absorb it unless it comes straight from the source. But I also don't take any vitamins or anything like that. So that had to change. So prenatal and a multivitamin. That's pretty much all I've been taking because I'm like, when I was pregnant, my prenatal had everything.
Right. And that's something that, again, society.
They're like, oh, if it's prenatal, you have to have only when you're pregnant.
Right, no.
I still take that shit right now.
I'm taking that's what I started. I started a prenatal from Ritual.
Yes.
Because it literally has all the things.
Exactly.
And I remember how, even again, I was taking it before I got pregnant. And I could see the difference in like my nails, hair, skin. So I maybe have like a week or two on it. Not that I can say I felt a difference, but I was just like, I remember my hair just growing like crazy. I don't know if you saw that picture that I posted with my black hair, like how long it was. And I'm looking at it, I was just like, oh my God, again, good thing pictures are either good or like they're a good reflection overall. Because that's why I was just like, okay, so I know I have like hair that can get there.
Yeah.
Obviously with everything. And I just feel like the journey.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like it's gonna show off on your hair, all the things. Some people could be stressing like crazy and still glowing hair, just different genes, different reactions. But I was just like, I could tell when I'm thriving, my hair is thriving.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I do the prenatal, I do the multivitamin from Ritual as well, which I had it. So I'm like, whatever, if I'm getting extra of something, it's not like it's gonna do me any harm because honestly, multivitamins and stuff, it's someone, there's a girl on TikTok that she says that her emergency room husband, he's a doctor, that he calls vitamins expensive urine.
Because that's why you're taking it every day, because you're in a sense.
It's like expensive urine. And I'm like, okay, whatever. If it's going to fucking freaking on my, like, just kind of give me that little thing. And then I've been taking beef organ from Primal Queen. So it's like beef organ in a capsule.
And it's great for the iron.
So I'm just like, you know what?
Have you noticed a difference with the iron?
I have. So my iron levels, like when I went to my hematologist, he's like, your iron levels are amazing right now. And I was like, great. He's like, but your B12. And I was like, I know. So I have.
But iron and B12 also kind of go hand in hand. So I feel like once your iron is consistent, most likely the B12 will be like, it'll get the memo.
Yeah. So tomorrow I have to get 3 rounds of injections a week apart. So
B12.
Yeah, for B12. And he's like, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel more. And I'm like, yeah, because when I like bend down and stuff like that, I still feel lightheaded and all of that. And he's like, yeah, it's from your lack of B12. And I'm like, okay. But I have come a long way. If you guys see my post, I did lose a lot of weight and I feel really good. And now I am finally a skinny mini. No, I'm just kidding. No, I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable in my body.
Good.
One thing about me, and like, I mean, I get people pay to get Okay, but that's people.
Right.
For me,
Right.
how I'm
like
comfortable.
do not, and that's the thing. Do not compare anything.
The way that I am, how I'm comfortable, just the way that I want to look, the way I want to present myself, and how I want to present myself to the world is a specific way of an image I have in my head. It's not anybody else's standard. It's not anybody else's thought of what I should look like. Or no, I'm comfortable now. Like, I'm very comfortable. I'm comfortable in my skin. The only other time I've ever been comfortable in my skin was when I was pregnant. Those 3 times I was pregnant, I felt I was the most beautiful cookie on the face of the planet. I
Pregnancy
was like, big old
definitely
belly,
did the same.
big old booty. I don't care.
It did the same to me. I remember after I gave birth, I was just like, I really miss being pregnant.
Yes.
And I remember people looking at me like I was crazy, but I was just like, you'll never fully understand unless you experience pregnancy yourself. And if you were blessed with a healthy, comfortable pregnancy. And I was also pregnant like during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I had also lost like crazy weight before because I was like, I knew I wanted to get pregnant and I wanted to, again, be healthy throughout my pregnancy. So I loved my pregnant body.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
I thought, I was like, you know what? I was like, this, I was wearing my cute little dresses.
Yeah.
I was
Everything
like,
just looks cute.
I was like, this is fine. Little belly, I don't care. And like, but now like, what it's so crazy because now it's like, I'm dressing my new body and trying to find the style that I've been wanting. And shopping was always such a chore for me. I'm like, ugh, nothing fits. Or like, if it does fit, I don't like how it fits. And this is not how I wanted the shirt to lay. Like now I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
This is fun.
And that's the thing. Like when you're at an ideal weight, once you're there, dressing, like putting clothes on is not an issue.
It's not.
And there's so many other things that just are not an issue anymore. Mm-hmm. So that's like my biggest thing is just like once again, and I'm very comfortable in my body now. And I feel like I've always been like 20 pounds or 30 pounds more. But because even my mom said that, she was like, well, you would still put on those things. So you always just had that confidence. But like you said, when you look at yourself in the mirror, that to me was always like, okay, I need to get it together. Or when I saw that picture, like, okay, I know I could do better. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, we're blessed with one body. And why not be the best steward of that body while you can? And forget what the world is pushing in front of your face because they're literally making us all ill, depressed, anxious. And most of that is coming from the consumption of food and also the consumption of things.
Yeah. Unnecessary
things. So.
We wanted to get into this topic so much because we were huge victims.
And you guys saw it.
You guys saw it, like the unboxing, the Target trips, the Dollar Tree hauls. It's only Dollar Tree,
right?
Still.
I mean, it's still occurring, but not.
But it is like it's not taken.
Right, it's not that priority.
No.
Or let me go hunt 10 Targets down for that
one
shopping cart, that Target shopping cart.
Or let's go to all the different home goods to look for that one specific
mug or whatever, and then you're adding all this other crap to cart while you're looking for that specific thing.
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah. But with that, I feel like you could say that all the time. Like sometimes I feel like the experience of going to the store and like purchasing things and doing all like. We've all seen it's like, oh, this is my mental health stroll. It's like, no.
We've romanticized it in the most toxic way.
Romanticized going into absurd debt.
Yes.
Absurd debt. And I always go back to this. So like you guys know about my debt journey. Like I am very transparent about my debt journey. There was this one show, I forget the name of the show, but the host, her name is Farnoosh Torabi. She is an amazing money influencer or whatever. She does all financial stuff or whatever. I've had her books. Like everything that this lady writes, her podcast, I will listen to it. Like her and Nicole Lappin. Love me some Nicole Lappin. But anyways, for Farnoosh Torabi, she would help people. She would go to their house and say, okay, you put all of this on a credit card. this is what your credit card rate is, right? And then she'll take like a bag and she's like, so this is how much you bought this bag for. And then she tacks on the interest and tells you the true price of all of the items that you've put on a credit card. And these people like pretty much almost had like a heart attack when they see how much everything is costing. So like she would help them with like selling the items and like paying down their debt. And this show only did like a season. And I was like, why? Like this should
Give me more.
Because they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that. Like if you see like all like the budget mom, all the stuff, yeah, she has to do her own thing. You'll never see her budget binder in a Target where it's in your face like, hey, come and purchase this here, blah, blah, blah. No, it's more like something that's not going to get you out of debt. It's something that's going to put you into even more debt. But like even all the self-help book aisles or whatever, they're just so small and they're not as pretty as the romance aisles and as pretty as the paper stationery crap that you're going to buy a book and then you're just going to put it and it's going to collect dust and all that crap. So the consumerism is both how we're consuming eating, because they make like Chipotle look amazing. They make when you have Chipotle at home, guys, and it's healthier. And then
not even that. It's just like the McDonald's.
I did the McDonald's Friday, but that's only for a mental health thing for me. But guess what, guys?
No, but it's the same thing as like,
I don't buy it. I used to order with my kids. I would go and I'm like, you know what? For me, I just need to get. I would get a large fries, nuggets, and a large Coke, and that's what is that? Like 1,000 calories?
Probably even more. And that's what I wanted to share too. I never cared to look at calorie count, monitor how many calories I'm consuming a day. And I think I mentioned before, was it like 3,000 calories? Probably even more. And unfortunately, a lot of us are over consuming calories and not realizing it. And another thing, and before I go into that my calorie story.
Her calorie rant.
It's just like too, like us millennials and probably to the generation after us and the generation before, we were told to get these degrees, get a corporate job, be corporate, sit at a desk for 7-8 hours a day, then drive home or commute home to then sit on your couch for another however so many hours. And again, you're ordering that takeout, you're having food delivered, you're not cooking a meal. And because we were told there's no time for that. And then that's why I love when all the meal prep started happening and, taking that time on Sundays or even however. I mean, I've been seeing the shift for the better, but a lot of us are still just zombies to it.
Oh, hold on. Quick sidebar, because you did mention the meal prep, but shout out to Liz, who was inspired by you for meal prepping, and then she still continues to meal prep.
I love that. We love you, Liz. You know that.
Hell yeah, girl. Like every Sunday I see her, she meal preps, and I'm like, I love it.
It goes a long way.
And it's crazy because I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, her daughter benefits from that too. Yes. And I'm like, that's amazing. Like to be able to do that.
Shout out to Bianca and Liz.
Bianca and Liz, my favorite Islanders.
And they're such a cute mom and daughter duo.
Heck yes.
Yes, I love you guys.
And then what else? Oh yeah, and then she also was inspired to change from like the sazon or
all the seasonings. Yeah. So little by little. And again, sharing is caring, and this is what we're here to literally everyday conversations that we have. We're like, okay, now this is us just doing the same thing, and it's just now being recorded.
Yeah.
But again, we are now over consuming calories and also being promoted to have a sedentary life.
Yeah.
So for instance, my calorie experience was at Cheesecake Factory.
That's like the worst.
Right. But I mean, who knows? Again, this is probably the rest of the restaurants as well. There may just not be transparent, because I forgot how long ago the rule came down that they needed to list like the calorie count again, because they thought that would stop people from consuming or over consuming, or again, save the bigger corporations from being, I guess, like sued because, I got fat from eating or got unhealthy.
Remember Super Size Me.
Right. All of that. But then it never stopped. It's just like we have the information right at our fingertips and we're still being ignorant to it. And I say ignorant, or it's literally naive. We're
not
naive.
Ignorance is not bliss.
Yeah. And it's just like, again, the information is there. We're just not, we don't have the empowerment or that education to truly like look at it and be like, oh, okay, because I was there. I was 100% there. I was just like, I was so ignorant to it, so naive to it. I was like, oh, whatever, calories, I'll just work out harder. That's just not how the math works. I was doing my girl math, and the girl math was not mathing. Like the the equal sign was just like negative, negative, negative all around. And so cheesecake, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to pay attention the next time we go out to eat. It happened to so be Cheesecake Factory. I remember looking at some of these entrees without even like looking at the appetizers first. I was like, let me go straight to the entrees. The majority of them, all over 1,000 calories. That's just one entree.
Hold on.
So
while you do that, I'm going to check something. No, I want to check something really quick.
Okay.
Because there's, when they love when viral videos and everybody wants to go and try like certain things. Hold on.
Okay. So then, and I'll keep talking about. Yeah. So then that's not including the appetizers. Okay, some of these appetizers are shared, but still, if you're sharing an appetizer that's 500 calories, that's another 250. Let's say if you ate half of it. And again, all these calories are just a rough estimate, but pretty close to what the actual calories are in the food. And then add your liquid calories. Those are the most dangerous, and we've all been doing it, overdoing it, especially with these drive-through coffee places. Some of these coffees that we're consuming with all these pumps and extra pump of this and milk this and foam that is like 600, 700 calories, maybe 300. And if you don't think 300 is a lot, like I think on average, a woman should be consuming anywhere between, I think 18 to like 2,400 calories per day. We're consuming that in one sitting and then some. So easily, without me realizing it in the past, I was consuming anywhere between probably 3,000 to 5,000 calories per day. And I wasn't burning any of that off because I was just building up. So even when I tell myself now, I allot myself, and I'm not crazy, strict, or I don't kill myself or I don't get down on myself. If I had an over-consuming day, I'm like, all right, I just need to adjust. So how I see it, I forgot what video I saw on Instagram on it, because now my algorithm is literally all about protein, calories,
the Lord,
fitness, the Lord, and golf. That's literally my algorithm. And crap, I forgot what I was just saying. But clearly very passionate about this. And so, yes, I wasn't, so this is what it was. For the week, I think the woman said, on the week, give yourself 14,000 calories. Like, give yourself, like, think about it as like $14,000. You have $14,000. Because once you think about money, you piqued your interest there, right? Because forget, who's talking about calories? Whatever, calories. And then, so each day, obviously, divide that by 7. That's 2,000 calories per day. So you have $2,000 per day. So for instance, today, my breakfast was Greek yogurt, a rough serving of it. Again, and that's the thing too, in the beginning, when you have no idea what you're doing, you have to measure your food. I love that Nora said that now she uses a smaller plate. That's huge. Like, again, because we're used to now, so we were so used to getting served on big plates and filling up that big plate. We don't have to do that. Another thing that's also being wasteful, especially again, let's say we're at these buffets or whatever, we're eating with our eyes. Because then once we actually sit down, you're like, wait, I definitely overdid it. And now what? That food is in the trash.
Yep.
So with that mindset of the 14,000 calories per week, I'm like, all right. So if I know, for instance, I'm going to go out this weekend, I'm not really going to be home to have my so-and-so meals, then let me just eat a little bit less calories throughout the week. And the best way to do that is literally cooking your own food, making your own food. And like I said, make it really simple, but that simplicity, again, is going to be boring. But I promise you, it will give you the results you need. And my biggest thing that I've been focusing on, especially now being in a calorie deficit, is the lean protein. So obviously I'm making sure I'm consuming less calories. But once I get to where I want to be, then you go into that maintenance level. So you eat for maintenance. Again, eating for fuel, for nutrition. But again, when you're in that fat loss stage or phase, you have to calorie deficit all the way. And again, it just starts by, you could probably eat the same thing that you're eating now, just a lot less of it. Start off that way. Like, don't overcomplicate yourself. Don't be so strict on yourself. I was not, and I still am not. I'm just like, okay, I went to a birthday party today. I had 2 pieces of cake. Cool. Tomorrow, the day after that, I just won't have it. Again, it's just that balance. Yeah. And then you can't have like a cheat day. Just make it a cheat meal, maybe. Do not make it a cheat day, because then that cheat day is going to turn into cheat week, cheat month, cheat life.
Yep.
Because I've been there. And it takes a few months of doing it for it to just become part of your life. Now it's just like my body is, again, craving to get up and walk, craving movement. It's craving like nutritious food, again, filling foods. And going back to the lean protein, again, let's say, for instance, my basics are literally quality chicken breast. It's the leanest part of the chicken, less fat. Steak, either like sirloin steak, ground beef, quality ground beef, ground bison, and that brand, and I'll share it, I guess, like in the caption here, or if you guys really want to know which brand it is. I think I don't want to, Force of Nature, I think it is. I'm trying to,
I'm like, did you send it to me?
I did, but it was probably, you gotta scroll through.
We talk a lot.
Yeah. About so many different things. As you can tell here, the conversation, we're talking about a little bit of everything. But that quality ground turkey, all those things, and then of course eggs, and the queen of all easy protein, cottage freaking cheese. And
Force of Nature.
Force of Nature.
Grass-fed bison.
Yeah.
Ancestral blend.
Yes, and because it has like liver, and it's already grounded in there.
22 grams of protein.
Per serving. Yeah. So I think each packet you get like 4 servings.
Yeah, ground bison, bison liver, and bison heart.
Yeah, so shout out to Tracy from Final Round Training in Little Falls, who put me on to that brand, because it is quality. And then I remember when I first had it, I was like, ooh, this may taste like a little gamey, especially like if you had like venison, aka deer, before, you can kind of taste a little bit of that, again, like that toughness to it. But with that ground bison, you absolutely cannot. It just literally tastes like high quality ground beef. So again, those are just things that I've done. Again, the cottage cheese, and going back to the texture thing, if cottage cheese is a texture for you, make egg bites from it. I promise you, those will be the fluffiest, most delicious egg bites, non-drying. I'm not going to say the word moist, because I'm just not a fan of the word. But it will make your egg bite that. And it won't dry out, because I feel like some egg bites can be really drying. I've tried like some of the Applegate's like frozen ones. Not very good. And a lot of these things, again, we literally have everything at our fingertips. You either, if you're not on TikTok, go on Pinterest, even Instagram. I'm sure somebody out there made a video of how to make egg bites with cottage cheese. Find the recipe that's easy for you. Add your own things to it. Like even this one that I made, I was like, oh, let me add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I did overdo it with the salt, but I was like, all right, I gotta just now dilute it, maybe add another egg to it while I'm eating it without salt. But I was like, okay, now I know better. But again, it's just all trial and error. I encourage you to get in your kitchen, cook. While you're cooking, you're burning calories. While you're cleaning up your kitchen, you're burning calories. And this is all things that I've been telling myself, and that has helped me. Now I'm like, ooh, let me get up and wash the dishes. Ooh, let me get up and wipe this counter, because I'm burning calories. And again, just adding those little movements throughout your day. You don't need a gym. Get yourself, yes, a walking pad 100%, especially again with the weather always being inconsistent. I highly, highly, highly recommend investing in a walking pad, or at that point, then investing into a gym that's open at the hours that are convenient for you. And especially if it has a childcare in there, like throw that kid in there, go do what you need to do, mama, for like 30 minutes. Give yourself at least 30 minutes of movement daily, whatever that looks like. Like we have able bodies, like we can move our bodies. We're able to move. Do it. So then as we grow, we have that mobility for longevity. Please do it. Please do it. Because I want you guys to be listening to us for a long time.
Oh, we're old and gray.
There.
In Positano, Italy.
Exactly. Climbing up those steps like nothing.
Like
and
nothing.
That's literally my goal. I tell myself, I'm like, I will be at my grandkid's wedding, 100 years old, breaking it down on the dance floor with no cane, with no walker, with no oxygen tank, with none of it, because I am going to be alive and thriving.
Amen.
Okay? And you will be too. It's all mindset and attitude. All of it. Because we can sit there and complain all day. Complaining again. You're literally putting that negativity on your body over and over again, always looking for something to complain. When the other opposite of it is always looking for something to be grateful for, to be thankful for. We have so much, and we live in such a privileged country. Mm-hmm. And especially, again, if you have traveled abroad and you come back, I always say, there is nothing like landing back at JFK. And of course, Newark as well. This thing back. And we were pretty well traveled. And I'm just like, yeah, I love traveling. Traveling's all fun. But I'm like, there's literally no place like home. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise or confuse you. Like, we are truly blessed and privileged to have what we have here in this country. Because, again, the fact that I could literally get up and be like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym today. I'm going to drive myself to the gym today. And I feel safe doing that. That in itself, I'm like, I'm grateful that I could get myself behind the wheel. That I can go and pump my own gas. Obviously not in Jersey, but any other state around. Things like that, like that you could literally go up to a coffee shop, pay with your own money. Again, what are you grateful for right now while you're watching this? Think about it. What about you? What are you grateful for right now?
Me? I mean, I'm grateful for a lot. Like, I mean, it's so easy to complain and it's so easy to look at the other side and be like, oh, that grass is greener, or, you know, but at the end of the day, like, people romanticize what they want you to see. And like, no one's going to tell you the ugliness. Like, they're just not. And yeah, no country, nowhere is perfect. Heaven only, but nowhere is perfect. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well then you adapt. You adapt to your your surrounding. You adapt, and if you're gonna continue to, like, misery loves company. So if you're gonna continue to bring everything down, then you're gonna see everything with gray colored glasses. But if you can actually sit there and be like, you know what? Yeah, this didn't go my way or whatever. Maybe that's not what was supposed to be for me, or like, hey, maybe this didn't work out, but something else is coming, something bigger, something better. And then you start having more of an optimistic view. You could be as delusional as you want, but more of an optimistic view, more of a just coming from a place of gratitude is literally the key to everything. Like, I agree. So much stuff is obviously going on, and it will continue and that's the thing, it'll continue. It's like nowhere is perfect, and it's like, it's a lot of trial and error. Like, you want to try things that you want to live like how other countries are living. Okay, but that works because they've done this for so long. Right. Or like the way that their economy is set up is how that works for them. But over here, as Americans, like, we like our freedom. We like to be able to go to the supermarket and not be like, oh, sorry, you can't buy more than one bag of rice. Oof. Sorry, you can't get this specific car. Like, you could go to the car dealership and it's like, what you qualify for. Yeah, if you want to get a Lexus, you can get, nope, sorry. Right. This is, like I said, this is the country where you could literally be the dishwasher at a restaurant and have the opportunity to eventually be the owner of that restaurant one day. Where there's other places, like, you would just have room to be the dishwasher forever. Forever. Yeah. So don't take your opportunities for granted. And also don't let what
what has happened to you in life, the ugly part of life, be who you are. Don't let it be your story. Do not, again, and this is not even to gaslight what we've been through, but I was like, I refuse. I literally refuse. I rebuke. I reject becoming a victim of my past. That's only gonna hold me down. And again, it has in the past, and I let it control me. I let it consume me, and nothing good came out of it at all. And again, there's still sometimes that it kind of like tries to pull me, and I'm like, nah, mother effer. Not today. Not today. And again, in my faith walk, I realized, I was like, if God is not in it, it's not gonna equate what God wants us to have, like that joy, that gratitude, the happiness, the peace, the peace. And those are things that you yourself need to, and all of us individually need to evaluate. I'm like, and now that, like I said, Jesus, God, the Holy Trinity, everything, they have become my best friend, where I go to them first. Like, hey, with anything, like even, okay, if I'm supposed to take Caleb to this place today, you're gonna make sure that I get there safely, make sure that I don't lose my crap on the way there, all the things. And when I arrive, how I'm received, all the things, you're working on all of that. Like as simply as that. And then obviously the bigger things, because we can have all this ambition, have all these things that we want to do. But again, that's in itself being selfish, because we're not even including that higher power in our plans. Like, hey, should I be doing this? And again, I'm sure all of us have received those signs. Again, what they call your intuition, your quote unquote intuition, your gut feeling. That legit is the Holy Spirit telling you, chill, sis, wait, just wait.
Be patient.
Be patient. Wait.
This is not for you.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, even then we just still push against that, and then it ends up being crap. And then we're like, oh, but we have to be like, again, have that, like, ooh, the aha moment. Like, yeah, that didn't work out because God had something bigger for you. And that's how, when I look back, just like everything that I have experienced thus far, and it's only been for 37 years, and I'm going to say maybe 30, truly 30, maybe, no, because that means I was only 7. I'm not going to count those when I was 12 or whatever age. Oh. Our freaking thing, but little technical issue. But we are going to share the name of the season, and because I almost said it a couple times, and I was like, so this is our redemption season. And I love that it's season 7, and I love the number 7. So each episode, and I'm sure you already feel it already, just from, again, we're wrapping up this episode soon, our growth. Like, and like that deep growth. Even from when Nora was sharing about the consumerism and how we are realizing how that has transpired over into our kids, and especially our boys.
They were in the thick of it.
They were in the thick of it.
In the thick of it.
Oh. And now how we're literally shifting the narrative away from that and helping them both understand that there's more to, again, just things. Because that's the thing. We focus on attaining something, and then once we attain it, it's just like, oh, it wasn't even that big of a thing. And then we have been trained to just move on to, okay, what's next? What's next?
Exactly.
And that's, again, I feel like causing all that unnecessary stress, that anxiety, the depression, all this stuff. And again, what we're seeing on social media, again, looking at somebody else's grass, it's just like, hold on a minute, let me go tend to my own grass. Oh, wow, it's really great over here. Like, you need to steward what you already have the best you can, because how do you expect to be blessed with more. If you're not even counting the blessings that you have right here today, right now, in this moment. And again, life is going to continue happening. Unfortunately, the only thing that we have guaranteed is death. So it's just like, let's make the best of each moment. Of course, we're human beings, stuff happens, but let's apologize quicker. Let's forgive quicker. Obviously, while still setting those boundaries, let's remove, replace all the things, all the basic math that we learned a long time ago. Let's apply that to our lives and let's redeem ourselves over and over. We can be reborn. We could be renewed. We all have the power to do that. We just have to, again, stop selling ourselves short. Stop overthinking it and just actually take the action, because you never know what's going to come out of it. And then again, it's going to be that like, oh, yeah, God wasn't in it. Next, on to the next thing. And then when you're actually doing something, like, ooh, okay, this is where I was supposed to arrive to. And trust me, when you arrive, you are going to know, again, by the fruit of those things. Again, is it bringing that joy? Is it, again, making you feel fulfilled, purpose, all the things that we're over here like going crazy looking for. Instead of looking, just actually do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
You have anything else to add?
No.
So redemption, growth, all the things.
Just, do it for yourself and show up for yourself. That's like the main thing. I've taken the time to see like what is it that I need to do for myself and what's going to bring me joy, and what's also, because if I am fulfilling my purpose, what brings me joy, and I'm walking in my purpose, I feel like that's going to translate to how I show up for my children, show up for my family, show up. So my passion right now and just how I'm showing up is more of bringing in everything, all of my skills, all of my love, my nourishment, everything into my home. And I feel like that's like where it has to start. So like,
but remember, I said that a long time ago. I was like, but it's also that like we care so much because we know we can do, you can do better. We know each other, we could do better.
But you have to want to.
Exactly. Yeah. You have to let the other person arrive there. Yeah. So and that's the thing. I definitely feel your arrival. Yeah. For sure.
I mean, with my mental health, like it like there's days that I'm literally like, I don't want to get out of bed. Like I just want to, but I can't. Like, so I'm like forcing but when I do these things and when I do little things that I could see like, okay, I'm going to make such a difference in my house, or like I'm bringing something that it's a God-given talent. Like 100%. It's not something that I just learned just by, my I could do it. Gene is a little delulu, but it's okay.
But that's literally God.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, it just comes, it's like what is it? You know how like certain football stars, they just have that natural God-given talent. I was like, I kind of feel like this is my natural God-given talent, just the creative part. And then when I do that, I feel fulfilled and proud. And I'm like, okay, this is a feeling that I would really like. And I'm just not in a mental space right now to be like, how can I monetize this? Like, no, I still want to, I want to enjoy it.
And through that, and that's the thing, again, because we're in that boss babe, all this stuff, everything needs to equal a dollar amount. No, just do it. And if it was supposed to bring you money, it will. It will. But if you're sitting there forcing it, you gotta, again, you're naturally letting that flow, that energy, again, the Holy Spirit speaking through your building.
Yeah,
and it's phenomenal. It's freaking phenomenal.
Well, she's going to trust me enough to do her closet.
Yes, so. I'm just patiently waiting. I'm like, okay, I know she said now she's going to move on to the laundry. I'm like, okay, hopefully she doesn't say she has another project after that. So then I could be next.
The good thing is I have a couple, like I could come here for a few hours to get it done.
Yes.
So we just have to get all the things.
Well, first we got to definitely get that planning.
Yes. So I can know like the color scheme, like all of that stuff. Like
very basic. I just need like storage.
I got you.
We'll bring you guys.
Yeah, we'll bring you guys along for this. So you can see
stories.
So you can see Nora the builder at work. I was actually telling my mother-in-law, I was like, I think I need to get myself some overalls.
That would be really
my
cute.
worker overalls.
Really cute.
Make a little shirt. Nora the Builder. No, I'm just kidding. Calm down, guys.
Hey, you never know.
Imagine.
Give us a name.
Yeah,
give us a name.
What should I call my little hobby?
1, 2, 3, Jesus.
Oh. My Muslim family is going to be like,
you're gonna say,
ma'am.
Because it's going to be like 1, 2, 3, Jesus. It's done. And with that, we are
We're wrapping up the episode. No, but it would be funny. It's like I'll hold a bottle of water and then I'll be like, and it becomes a glass of wine. I'll be like, he was here.
I love that. Or you could do the snapping of the final project. You see? This is that brainstorming. We're sharing it with you guys.
Come along
It's just
for the
manifested,
show.
right?
Come along for the show. This is how our brains work.
Brain work.
Yep. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Please make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. Give us some ideas of what other episodes you'd like to hear, like other things that you'd like for us to talk about. Right. But yeah.
And what was your favorite thing from this episode? What was your favorite thing from the previous episode and the previous seasons and all that jazz?
Yep. And most importantly, what are you grateful for?
Yes. What are you grateful for? And what is your redemption story? Or what do you want your redemption story to be? Mm-hmm. And then take action.
Because remember, superheroes are born from their redemption.
Ooh, yes. We're just phoenixes rising from the fires. Ciao, ciao. Hold on. And that's the wrap. I'm